Today we are going to be doing flutter kicks and push-ups and some body weight movements that are get you stronger in a single space, in your living room, in your kitchen, on your bed, maybe not on your bed, but we'll get it done, all right? So I've got my helper here and we're going to jump on in it. The first one we're going to do is flutter kicks. So we're going to put our hands down below our hips and that's going to help roll our back flat. You don't want to have any space in your back, okay? So if you can reach and there's air between here, that's not good for your back muscles. We want to tighten our belly all the way down and push our tummy to the floor so that we're nice and tight in our core muscles. From here, we're going to lift our head up and lift our feet up about that much. On your own count, you can move your feet up and down like this, separating your legs apart, not letting your feet touch the floor, and also not letting your feet come up too high. That makes you take a break. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 10. That was only 10, but if you want to keep going past 10 and really push your limits, we really want you to do that. We want to see how much you can get and hear from you on what your numbers are. The next exercise that we are going to do is close grip push-ups. So I'm going to show you how to do those today. We're going to start with our hands shoulder width apart, not super wide. Nobody's shoulders are that big. We're going to start shoulder width apart. Make sure your back stays nice and flat, and we're going to point our elbows in towards each other. This time we're going to point our elbows out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Close grip and wide grip push-ups are great for your tricep muscles, which is also your back handspring muscles. For our next exercise, we're going to attack our abs. We're going to try to hit our leg levers as tight as we can with our feet together. Same way with our flutter kick, hands underneath our hips. And we're going to lift our feet all the way up and put them back down, almost touching the floor. To make it harder, you can lift your head up off the ground and lift your legs. Now all the way up, all the way down, close to the ground, back up again. As soon as they get close, go ahead and raise them back up. Get close, raise them back up. Get close, raise them back up. Don't let your feet slam down on the ground. It's gonna hurt your heels. Follow along with us and we're gonna do a set of 10. Ready? Up, 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, 6, she's going fast, 7, up, 8, up, 9, up, 10. For our last exercise, we are going to do a candlestick. Most of you already know what this is, but if you don't, we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to do a set of 10. So, Coach Katie's going to show us a slow motion version of a candlestick so you can see the positions that we need to be in before we do it full speed. We're going to start with our arms up nice and tall. We're going to jump into the air and absorb our landing and start our back roll. Before you finish your back roll, instead of smashing your pizzas into the ground, we're going to have our arms all the way straight so that we stop our roll. And we're going to shoot our hips as high as we can to the top. From here, we're going to tuck our knees and throw our Did you notice how she didn't use her hands? That is very important, guys. We don't want to practice the wrong way of standing up or rolling back on our candlesticks. Let's see one full speed. Big jump, roll back, kick the feet, and shoot it back up to the top. Very nice. Now we're gonna do 10 in a row. Let's get this set done, y'all. Big jump. 1, go right into the next one. Good. 2, 3, 4, good arm positions, good pointed toes. That was 5, and here's 6, 7, 8, 9, only one more, 10. For our balance skill and to help our small stabilizing muscles in our core, we're going to work on our frog stands and our headstands. I'm going to go over this step by step so anyone can learn this, even if you've never practiced it before, and you can stay safe and not even ever fall down. Crash into your coffee table or knock over your TV. We want to make sure that we're in a safe spot to do this, and ask your parents before if the floor is okay to do it on, or if you need to find a big blanket to fold up so you can put your head down on that. When you're doing your headstands, you want to make sure to practice each step and get it down almost perfectly before you move on to the next. So let's get started. To do a proper frog stand, we're going to start with a good triangle base. We're going to put our hands in the same line, and we're going to make sure our head is in front of our hands to make a good triangle. The next step is we stand up on our feet with our legs all the way straight. We're going to try to walk our toes up towards our hands. You're going to notice a point that's going to be going too far, so make sure you don't go too far. All right? Our next step is we're going to spread our feet apart and see if we can bend our knees and get them to where we can touch our elbows with our knees. Your next step is to take one foot and try to lift it off the floor, just like that. If you fall over when you try this, practice this one before moving on. If you can do the one foot, let's put him back down and try to pick up your other foot. Once that feels easy and you're not falling over, let's slowly try to pick up both of our feet at the same time. Very nice. Some of you already have a frog stand, and this is easy for you to just jump right into. It doesn't take you long to walk into it and get going. Once you've got the frog stand down and it's solid, we can move on to a harder skill, which would be trying to lift this knee and just holding it in a tucked position. If that's easy, let's put that knee down and try the other leg. Once that is stable, you can try to do both knees at the same time and hold those nice and tight in a low tuck hold. From your tuck hold, we want to slowly start to bring our feet up without letting our hips come too far back. Our toes are pointed, our legs are straight, but you can see that there's a little bit of a bend at her hip bone where her shoulders are straight up and down over her hips, but her feet stay over her toes. If you come too far straight, you're gonna tip over every time. Holding a full headstand has so many benefits for your muscles. Your arms are working extra hard to take some of the weight off of your head. Your neck muscles are getting stronger to keep everything tight from falling sideways. Your belly muscles have to stay tight so that you're not loose like a water hose trying to balance. You're tight like a baseball bat. Your legs are squeezing and holding, and you're balanced all the way through the center of your body. If you can hold this for 1 minute, you are an expert headstander. Now that you're an expert headstander, we are going to make it a little bit harder by straddling your legs down to the floor and barely touching your toes and bringing them right back up again. If you can do more than one of these in a row, that is a great workout while you're doing